But when you say this, yes, the police is stretched, but you also said you're working with the communities. How well are you working with the communities? Can someone who's seen something come to the police to report without fear of being indicted for just coming to report something he's noticed that's untoward?
Yeah, sure. You see, this issue about giving information to police and you are indicted is an old song. We have gone past that. This is the modern policing. Those days were traditional policing. It's a sing-song now. There are you have all kinds of ways to communicate to the police. You have your Android phones. You can write a letter without your name. You can walk into a police station. There are information box everywhere. You have platforms that you can communicate with us. Then you have areas that you can engage us. We have what they call PCRC, Police Community Relation Committee. We have the recently inaugurated Eminent Persons Forum. There are a lot of avenues that you can engage the police. You can go to your traditional owners because we see traditional owners as a very serious component in crime prevention and management in the community. You have elders in the community. So it's not an issue of walking to the police officer on the street. You can do many things to make sure your community is safe. So we are partnering with the people. And any police organization that does not partner with the people has not started. Because you must be people-oriented. You must engage the people.
You say it's an old song that we've been playing. Yes, it's an old song that we've been playing over and over again, but it continues to play. People continue to hear this song, they continue to dance to it, and then they say, you know what, I don't want to dance there, I might as well stay in my house. And then some people resort to self-help. And we're not encouraging self-help here, but how do we get to that point where we do not hear this song again? You keep talking about community policing, but is it effective? Are the people encouraged to buy into this community policing?
Yes, they are. You see, like I said, it's inherited prejudice. People say, oh, the police, and they have never had any encounter with the police. How many of us have encounters with the police or engage the police? How many of us know the DPO next to us? How many of us walk to a police station and say, officers, how are you doing? I live in the next neighbor. How many of us know our neighbors? We put perimeter fence around ourselves and put ourselves in safe prisons and think we are safe. We are not safe. So we need to engage the people. We need to engage our neighbors. We need to know who is our neighbor. We need to know our police. It's our police. It's not the police. It's not Nigeria, it's our own police. Once you own the police, you can be part of the security architecture.
In many instances, a lot of people, especially when it comes to political work or their work in terms of taking care of VIPs, some people perceive the police as being partisan. They do not think the police is apolitical. They cite the instance that recently happened in Rivers State, where you just recently dismissed 6 police officers for according to you, I think, indiscriminate. Is it indiscriminate? Improper behavior.
Yeah, use of firearms.
How do you respond to that accusation?
You see, arising from previous elections, characterized with violence and the rest of them, occasioned by use of firearms and the rest of them, they actually had articulated a master plan for election security. And you could see if we use Ondo, Edo as an index, we have moved a little bit up. It serves as a learning curve, an experiential learning curve. And with a clear master plan, there was a specific instruction. On no account do you accompany your principal. Do you go to the polling unit with firearms? Not even in uniform. Please, this is IG's express
Not
instruction.
Even in a state as volatile as
you see,
Rivers?
the volatility of Rivers is fostered. Rivers, from our index, is a peaceful state. Let us not label Rivers as a very violent state. It is not so. We have the facts.
But
there are isolated cases. Yes.
Your officer was killed in
Rivers. It's regrettable. And that's only issue. That's only death we recorded in that issue. And we are the receiving end. It's a prize, a national prize. He paid a supreme sacrifice. Instead of mourning, people are trying to celebrate the death of our officers. That is another issue. About the officers that were dismissed, this is contrary to the rules of engagement. We use the pictures from the press. We analyze these pictures. We were able to identify those officers that carelessly misuse their firearms in the entourage of His Excellency. And they were.
You've said much on that. Before we go, because I know we're out of time, and I want to quickly steal this time to ask this. Apologies to you and Mark. We're very quickly here. We've seen policemen doing their jobs across the country. Very quickly here. The question is, are policemen properly deployed? We've seen some doing domestic chores. Are policemen well deployed across the country? I don't know if you've got me.
Yes, they are deployed. If a policeman is doing domestic chores, if a policeman doing a domestic chores within the framework of his official responsibilities on his own, and he will dealt with accordingly. We were trained, we were professional, rules of engagement. You must be able to distinguish between your official assignment and your personal and social relationship with your principal. Because you are there first and foremost as a police officer, and you could be transferred to any place. Of course, chief executives sometimes have the privilege of choosing who they want to work with. But as a trained police officer, you must distinguish between professionalism and servitude. We don't accept servitude. And you must also draw the line. If you don't draw the line, you're on your own.
How are you able to monitor them? I mean, how are you able to monitor those whom you deploy for VIP protection?
Of course, they have supervising officers. We do go for visiting round. We write reports on them. So when you find yourself leaving your professional calling into something that will bring the police into disrepute, you'll be dealt with accordingly. And that's what happened to the 6 in Rivers.
I think that's a fine place to leave it. DCP, Deputy Commissioner of Police, Don Awuna, thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily.
Okay.
Well, that's where we also wrap it up here in Abuja, the nation's capital. Thank you so much for watching Sunrise this morning. Sunrise Daily, that is. And Maokwe Ogun, back to you in Lagos.
Well, it's a wrap here on the show, and I still think that many Nigerians should test the police. I have tried many times. You must know the police, especially within your locality, within your community, and see how best they can help you out every time. I'm Sulaiman Alede.
Now I'm Neo Taigbe. Have a good day.